Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Melissa's Realty Reality, where I answer questions, address concerns, and all that good stuff based on my experience of working in over 17 years in real estate. So recently I brought you the top 3 seller mistakes in the real estate market. So this time, naturally, I'm going to bring you the top buyers' mistakes when they're buying a house. So the first one I'm going to talk about is not getting pre-approved very early in the process. This is the number one mistake that people make. If I give you a credit card and I tell you to go shopping, but you don't know how much is on that credit card, how do you know what to go shopping for? So the very first thing you want to do is talk with a lender. You can talk with your real estate professional if you don't have a relationship with a bank. I always insert the rule of 3 here. Talk to 3 different lenders to see which one has the better program for you. And that does a couple things. It tells you how much you can get pre-approved for. It tells you if you have any issues that you need to address before you're able to buy a house. And it also lets you know if what you can get pre-approved for, if that is within your comfort zone. Just because you're pre-approved for a certain amount doesn't mean you have to spend that much. Okay? Mistake number 2 is worrying too much about the big price when you're negotiating and not really thinking about what you're writing a check for. So when it's all said and done, it really doesn't matter what that big number was you spent on your house. What matters is what you write that check for every month. So as long as that is within your affordability, don't get too caught up in the negotiations. Now, I'm not saying you should not negotiate. That's not what I'm saying at all. But maybe think outside of the box with negotiations. Right now, the interest rates are hovering right around 4.75%. Every $1,000 that you finance is only $6 a month. So if you're negotiating with the seller and you're within $2,000 or $3,000, that's a difference of $12, $18 a month. So you need to make that decision as to whether you're willing to lose the house for $12,000 to $18,000 a month or just pay the extra $3,000. Conversely, instead of maybe giving up that $3,000 on the top, ask for closing costs. Ask them to replace the carpet. That is real live money that stays in your pocket or in your bank account that you can use because moving is expensive. You might need appliances, you might need to paint, all that good stuff. So it actually keeps money in your account if you, instead of negotiating so much on price, you add or include closing costs or something to that effect. So that is number 2. Don't get caught up on the big, focus on the little. Okay, so now the third buyer's mistake, not allowing yourself to make an emotional decision. Unlike the sellers who you don't want to put too much emotion into it, this is your home. As long as your major boxes are checked, you have enough bedrooms, you have enough space, you're in the school zone that you want to go, allow yourself to make an emotional decision. Don't get caught up, and if it's not the absolute perfect one, but you love it, lean towards the loving it part. You are not just writing a check for this dwelling in which you are going to walk through the door. This is your home. This is where you're going to play with your dog. This is where you're going to raise your kids. This is where you're going to eat dinner. This is where you're going to live your life for the next 3 to 5 years on average. There's a statistic for you. So allow yourself to make that emotional decision. I know that it is an up and down process, that the emotions go up and down, and it's kind of like jumping off a swing. You're really nervous to do it, but it's okay. Jump off the swing. You are going to live there. You should love it. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the finance when you should really be getting caught up in the romance. Thanks so much and have a great afternoon.